Good day to all of you. Myself, Dr. Arvind Sharma, Associate Professor in Physics, Government Dungar College, Bikaner. Today's topic of discussion is link budget calculations. So, first of all, we try to understand the uplink power budget calculations. What is power budget calculation? A power budget calculation simply shows how the transmitted power is accounted for across a communication link. It depends upon transmitted power, okay, and how transmitted power is accounted for across a communication link. Starting at the transmitter output, there will be various power gains in the system, which will increase the available power, and various losses, which will reduce it, and the received power will be transmitted power plus the gains minus the losses. What is important is that decibel values must be used. Here, point to be noted that decibel values must be used when adding and subtracting these quantities. This is the requirement to calculate the power budget calculations. Because decibel dB values are so frequently used, square brackets will be used to signify this. The square bracket is symbol that we are using the decibel values. A power ratio capital X expressed in decibels as square bracket X equal to 10 log X. Strictly speaking, the term decibel applies only to the power ratios. But for detailed discussion of the extended use of decibels, in this book, it is given in Appendix A. For the uplink, the transmitter power is generated by a high power microwave amplifier, usually a klystron or traveling wave tube, and this power will be denoted by PHA watts. PHA watts. When expressing this in decibels, it is essential that the reference power be stated, and this will be assumed to be 1 watt. The power is then expressed in decibels reference to 1 watt, which is denoted to dB watt. If the power is then expressed in decibels reference to 1 watt, okay, if it is compared with a 1 watt referenced power, then which is denoted by dB watt. dB watt. The transmitter power is transferred to the transmit antenna through a feeder, which will have certain losses. Denoting these at square bracket TFL decibels. This is known as transferred losses. Okay, transferred feeder losses. Okay, transmit antenna. There are few factors which are relating with losses. This loss must be subtracted from PHA. This loss must be subtracted from PHA to get the actual power in dB watt, dBW radiated. This will be increased in the direction of maximum radiation by the power gain of the transmit antenna. This will be increased in the direction of maximum radiation by the power gain of the transmit antenna, denoting the isotropic power gain. denoting the isotropic power gain of the earth station antenna of ZES. And this is isotropic power gain of earth station, ES denoted for earth station and G for isotropic power gain, and using the subscript U to identify uplink quantities where necessary. Similarly, downlink quantities which we introduce is denoted by subscript D. U for uplink and D for downlink. The equivalent isotropic radiated power EIRP. EIRP for uplink equal to PHA minus TFL U plus ZES. In section 15.2, it is shown that the free space loss is given by FSL. Here we are using just free space loss. You can understand about this in the section 15.2. Free space loss is given by FSL of equation 15.28. There will be additional losses amounting to a few decimals that have to be added to the free space loss. On the uplink, the transmit antenna both sides may not be pointing exactly at the satellite. This is referred to as the antenna misalignment loss. Antenna misalignment loss. Antenna misalignment loss, AML, or sometimes as the antenna pointing loss. This will be denoted by AML dB. There may also be loss as a result of polarization misalignment, referred to as the polarization loss, as and denoted in decibels as PL. Losses also occur in transmission through the Earth's atmosphere as a result of energy being absorbed by the atmospheric gases. This energy goes mainly into vibrational energy of certain molecules, which is subsequently lost as heat. It will be denoted by AAdB for atmospheric absorption losses. Atmospheric absorption losses, AAdB. Note that this term does not take into account rain attenuation. It is not taking the term rain attenuation, which must be allowed for separately. The transmission path loss is conventionally defined as TPL for uplink equal to FSL for uplink plus AML U plus PLU plus AAU. At the satellite receiver point. The power available at the receive antenna terminals must take into account the isotropic power gain of the satellite antenna. GSAT, isotropic power gain for satellite antenna, and any receive feeder losses, RFL, the received power in dBW is therefore given by the received power in dBW is therefore given by PUR equal to EIRP U minus TPLU plus GSAT minus RFLU. In chapter 4, it is not power by itself that is significant in the receiving system. We understand about that, but rather the signal to noise ratio power. Signal to noise power ratio. This context, the signal power is also the received carrier power. Signal power is also the received carrier power as given in equation 19.144, and the ratio is referred to as the carrier to noise ratio. Carrier to noise ratio or C by N. Carrier to noise ratio or C by N, denoting the equivalent noise temperature of the satellite receiving system, referred to the satellite receiver input. Satellite receiver input T set. The carrier to noise ratio is C upon NU. C upon NU equal to PUR upon small k T set BN. And this is equal to EIRPU minus TPL plus Z set minus RFLU minus small k minus T set minus BN. Square bracket is again shown that the values are in dB, where Bn is the noise bandwidth, where Bn is the noise bandwidth and small k is Boltzmann's constant. An important figure of merit of a satellite receiving system is the ratio of receive antenna gain to system noise temperature in decibel-like units. This is Z upon TU. Z upon TU equal to Z set minus T set. Note carefully, however, that the ratio of Z to T involves different kinds of quantities. It must be understood that capital G is dimensionless. Capital G is dimensionless, while T has dimensions of temperature. The reference temperature is taken as 1K, and the decibel notation for Z by T becomes dB K inverse, that means dB per K, which is sometimes written as dB per K. This must not be interpreted as decibel per Kelvin. This must not be interpreted as decibel per Kelvin. Okay? Now, equation 5. This is the equation. Equation 5 can now be written as C upon N U equal to EIRPU minus TPLU minus RFLU plus Z upon T set minus K minus PN. Here the subscript SAT is used with Z by T to signify that this is the satellite figure of merit. Satellite figure of merit, Z by T, to the signify that this is the satellite figure of merit. Frequently, the carrier to noise power density ratio, denoted by C upon N0, is used instead of C by M. The noise power density is given by N0 equal to KT set. N0 equal to KT set, and it is left as an exercise for the student should that on substituting the numerical value for small k Equation 7 can be rearranged as C upon N0 U equal to EIRPU minus TPLU minus RFLU plus Z by T set plus 228.6. An uplink power budget calculation is given in the following example worked in MathCAD. Again, MathCAD is a programming based software that is numerically solve the problems by using the simulation. There are many kinds of softwares on programming based simulations like MATLAB, Mathematica, Maple and MathCAD, which are used by mathematicians and physicists. The notation is changed to conform to MathCAD requirements. For example, these are not for you because MathCAD you are not using. Okay, example is showing in the next 19.14.1. So up to this we understand about the uplink power budget calculation. To the next topics or next article of remaining article of this topic we continue in next video. Okay, thanks to all.